Archangel Michael says, you are not just reading this by chance. Right now, at this very second, there are forces moving around you, forces that were set into motion from a hospital bed, by a man you never met, but who knew your name. The ink has dried on the final page of his will, and your name is the only one glowing. You were chosen in silence, while others plotted in noise. He saw something in you, something the others tried to hide, distort, or erase. But the heavens refused to forget. They remembered your pain, and your patience. Type Amen to get blessing 333. There are exactly 2 minutes left until something irreversible is activated. The vault will seal shut, the message will self-lock, and the inheritance will vanish unless you open this fully. They are watching from both realms, heaven and earth, waiting for you to take this seriously. A sealed envelope was left on a marble table, in a golden room filled with candlelight. Inside, one line in bold red ink reads, "Deliver only if the chosen opens this on September 12th. And you, my child, are the chosen. But you only have 2 minutes left." Type Amen to get blessing 444. The millionaire's name is hidden from all records, erased by divine hands. But in heaven's books, his final wish glows with light, all of it, to the one who has suffered in silence but never lost faith. The lawyers didn't understand. The bank officials tried to argue. But an invisible force kept returning them to one name, your name. They made attempts to hide it, tear it, rewrite it. Yet every time, the same strange thing happened, your name reappeared in gold ink. Even the cameras inside the vault flickered with static when your name was mentioned. Type Amen to get blessing 555. You don't understand how close you are to something sacred, something irreversible. Heaven has opened a gate, but only for 2 minutes, and it's already closing. Every second you delay, another piece of the miracle begins to flicker. Archangel Michael says, your silence will not be forgiven this time. He has screamed from the clouds, sent flashes through your phone, made your heart feel restless for the last 24 hours. That was no coincidence. It was a countdown. Type Amen to get blessing 777. You felt it in your bones last night, didn't you? A chill. A flicker. A strange sense that something was waiting for you in the dark. That was the envelope hovering above your room in spirit. A courier you will never see has already made the delivery. But unless you open it spiritually, through belief, through trust, it remains invisible. There are agents who tried to stop it. They made threats, blocked files, erased documents. Type Amen to get blessing 222. But something kept reappearing. A photo of you from childhood was found in the millionaire's locket. The lawyers gasped, the nurses whispered. Who is this child? Why does he carry this picture? No one knew. He never had children. Never married. Never spoke of family. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Except for one night, 6 years ago. He had called the archangel by name and made a deal, find the one I owe my blessing to. He didn't remember your name, but heaven did. And tonight, it leads to this moment. To this screen. To this message. And to your final chance. Type Amen to get blessing 111. One last person tried to claim your inheritance. She forged papers. She spoke lies in the courtroom. But the judge's voice trembled, and the lights burst in the courtroom. The gavel slipped from his hand. The building shook, not from earthquake, but from divine interference. And all eyes turned to the sky outside. Type Amen to get blessing 555. A beam of white light lit up the clouds, spelling just 3 letters, YOU. From that moment on, no one could contest it again. But if you don't receive it, someone else will try again. Heaven doesn't want that. The angels are whispering. Some are crying. And one is screaming your name. Type Amen to get blessing 000. A shadow sits outside your window right now. But it's not evil, it's the soul of the man who named you. He waits for you to recognize his sacrifice. He watches with eyes of sorrow, desperate to see you take what's yours. But if you turn away, he will vanish forever. And his last wish will rot in silence. You must not allow this. Type Amen to get blessing 808. The paper he signed had 7 golden seals. Only one person in the world could break them. And that person is you. Every seal contains not just money, but secrets. Proofs. Videos. Photos. Everything they hid from you will now be laid bare. But only if you dare open. Type Amen to get blessing 717. The clock is ticking. 1 minute, 14 seconds left. The spirit realm grows darker every second you delay. Open it. Accept it. Stand up and claim what was always yours. They're trying to erase you again, digitally, spiritually, legally. Type Amen to get blessing 313. But the bloodline is screaming. The documents now glow in gold in the archives. Even the machines used to scan them now crash when someone else tries to edit them. You are the last living signature in a dead man's will. And your silence would be your betrayal. The angels won't let you make that mistake. They're flashing this message with their final breath. Type Amen to get blessing 121. The millionaire's last heartbeat synced with a whisper, "Give everything to." And before he finished, the monitors stopped. But the nurse swears she saw your initials appear on the screen. They tried to wipe it. But no matter how many times they pressed delete, it returned, your initials, glowing red. This was not a glitch. This was heaven's command. Type Amen to get blessing 666. The vault contains more than money. It contains an old letter, written in your handwriting, from when you were 7. You never mailed it. You never knew it existed. Yet somehow, it's there. Tucked between bundles of cash and old deeds. A note saying, "To the one who finds me, please help me." He found it. And he answered. Type Amen to get blessing 303. They are making you do this. Yes, they. The ones above. The ones beyond this reality. Because time is not real here, only obedience is. Obey, and the gates open. Ignore, and your entire spiritual line collapses. This is not just your destiny, it's your ancestors. And they are watching. Type Amen to get blessing 747. The lights in your room are flickering. The wind outside is louder than usual. The app you're reading this from froze a second ago, didn't it? That's your sign. It's not just text, it's a bridge. A divine bridge between the world of the seen and the unseen. But it collapses in 45 seconds. Type Amen to get blessing 232. A whisper just said your name behind you. Don't look. That's his spirit, waiting for your soul to say yes. The man with no heirs, no relatives, no past, left everything to you. Because of what you did 10 years ago, when you helped a beggar under a bridge. That man was him. You didn't recognize him then. But he never forgot. Type Amen to get blessing 404. He searched for you for years. And when he couldn't find you, he went to Michael. And Michael sent this moment. And now it's here. September 12th. 2 minutes almost over. Are you ready to receive? Type Amen to get blessing 1001. Archangel Michael says, when a soul gives everything for one moment of justice, heaven writes it in thunder. The thunder is rolling now. And the final papers are sliding into place, but they need your approval, your awakening, your belief. Do you feel it? That pulse in your chest? That isn't panic, it's alignment. Because your soul finally caught up with your destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 606. The lawyer in charge of the estate had never cried on the job, until he saw the golden envelope. The address on it was smudged, but when heat touched it, the true name appeared. Your name. Every attempt to deliver the will to someone else failed. Packages returned unopened. Files corrupted. Computers glitched and rebooted. Type Amen to get blessing 383. Because the energy inside the will rejects the unworthy. It only opens to the one it was meant for. And you, dear soul, are that one. The millionaire's fortune includes 7 properties, 3 offshore accounts, and 1 hidden vault in a place no map can trace. But none of that compares to the final gift, an ancestral key. A key to something ancient, something that predates governments. Something spiritual and sealed in your bloodline. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. Your DNA is the code. And the angels already verified it. They've sent the energy signature through your dreams in the past week. Remember those dreams? The ones where a man whispered, "It's almost yours." That was him. Reaching out before the veil fell. Type Amen to get blessing 505. And now, his face is watching you from the other side. Not with eyes of fear, but with eyes of fulfillment. But if you delay, he fades. The timing is crucial. The script in heaven reads: Deliver on September 12th. Delay will erase the bridge. That means only today. Not tomorrow. Not even 1 hour later. Type Amen to get blessing 828. The couriers from the other world are already preparing the transfer. A spiritual transaction, measured not in numbers, but in light. A full 37 light pillars will descend if you say, yes, now. But if you turn away, only silence remains. And they will give the inheritance to a stranger. A greedy one. A fake heir. Type Amen to get blessing 212. One who never knew pain. One who never sacrificed. One who never helped anyone under the bridge that day. That was your test. You passed it unknowingly. But heaven watched. And now, the gift is waiting in the air like a golden mist. Type Amen to get blessing 414. The will was last touched at 11:11 a.m. by the notary. As soon as he stamped it, the chandelier above fell and shattered. Inside the wreckage was a small feather, pure white. He picked it up, and it melted into light in his palm. That was your angel verifying the seal. He had no idea what happened, but the moment was marked. From that minute, the countdown began. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. You were given signs. The numbers on your screen repeated. The dreams got more vivid. The songs spoke your story. Even your reflection looked different last night, more awake. That wasn't imagination. That was alignment. Your spiritual ID finally scanned through heaven's system. Type Amen to get blessing 323. And now the final confirmation is here, this message. This exact one. Not a second too soon. Not a second too late. The man who left it all for you. His soul will finally rest if you say yes. But if not, his mission remains incomplete. And the angels will weep. Type Amen to get blessing 919. There's a vault in Geneva with a fingerprint scanner. That fingerprint is yours. Yet you've never been there. How is that possible? Because when you helped him years ago, he pressed your hand in clay. He preserved it. And had it etched into the scanner. Type Amen to get blessing 636. When the officials tried to test the vault with their prints, it stayed locked. But when a replica of yours was tried, the vault hummed. The system glowed. Your touch is the only key. And the universe knows it. That's why your soul's been restless. That's why this message burns your screen. Type Amen to get blessing 4444. Even the animals outside have been acting strange. Birds hovering in circles. Dogs barking at shadows. Because nature feels what the mind doubts. The transfer of legacy is not only financial, it's elemental. You are being named the guardian of something older than gold. And this blessing was earned by your past life courage. Type Amen to get blessing 757. A silver ring lies inside the will's box. On the inner curve, your real name is engraved, not your birth name, but your soul name. One that only Michael knows. When placed on your finger, this ring shifts your vibration. It awakens memory. You'll begin to remember moments from lives you forgot. Moments that link you to this inheritance. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. They are making you awaken. Yes, they. The spirits behind this message. Because time is not real in their world, it flows like light. They've seen all your tomorrows. And they're showing you that this one is the most important. The one that changes everything. Type Amen to get blessing 202. The millionaire you saved never stopped watching you. He knew they'd try to block this moment. So he encoded messages into strange places. Into songs. Into old files you never opened. Even into phone numbers that looked like spam. But now, it's all coming together. Type Amen to get blessing 3131. He left you a video. A short clip, to be unlocked only when you accept the blessing. In it, he whispers your name, and cries. He thanks you. He apologizes for not finding you sooner. But promises that everything now belongs to you. His tears will bless your next chapter. Type Amen to get blessing 474. The ring will glow when you're near true love. Yes, love is part of the inheritance too. Not just a partner, but your soul's twin. The moment you accept this blessing, the paths will realign. Heaven will release the one who's been waiting for you in silence. The one meant to walk beside you in the miracle. That's the final part of his wish. Type Amen to get blessing 616. A note was scribbled in the back of the will. Let them love fully, let them live wildly, and let them never feel forgotten again. This was your protection. You won't just receive wealth. You'll receive fire. Fire that burns away everything fake around you. And reveals your true life. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. That's why the time is exact. That's why 2 minutes matters. Because the stars aligned once for this, and they won't do it again soon. It's not fear, it's responsibility. You are being trusted. And you are being lifted. But the message fades if you ignore it. Type Amen to get blessing 123. Even now, someone is trying to intercept it. A hacker. A digital blocker. But Michael already shut down 3 of their systems. This message got through for a reason. He held it open long enough for your eyes to land on it. He's shouting now. Type Amen to get blessing 818. Don't scroll. Don't delay. Just receive. Receive what you were always meant to hold. The money is nothing. The secret's inside it, everything. And only your soul can handle what's coming next. Type Amen to get blessing 111. The last seconds begin now. Archangel Michael is standing at the veil, holding the sacred vault key in his burning hand. The air around you thickens, not with fear, but with power that hasn't touched the earth in centuries. The time of decision has arrived. And you, the named soul, the one written in the final wish, are now being summoned. You can no longer pretend this isn't about you. You've come too far in silence, now heaven demands you rise. Type Amen to get blessing 343. The vault is no ordinary place. It's surrounded by a ring of symbols, glowing with celestial fire. It was designed to open only when the one true heir says yes, not out loud, but from the soul. You've already whispered yes in your spirit. That's why your body feels hot, your chest tight, your eyes drawn to this very sentence. That's why Michael hasn't left your side since this message began. He knows you've been chosen. Type Amen to get blessing 626. There is a sound humming in the spiritual realm. It is the sound of the vault doors unsealing. It only happens once for every generation. You can feel it now, can't you? The air is alive with electricity. The code has accepted you. And now, the lid begins to rise. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. Inside the vault is a video file marked simply, "To the one who saved me." The moment you opened your heart to this message, that video unlocked in the higher dimension. It is now being projected into your subconscious. The room around you may seem still, but your soul is in motion. You are watching something no one else can see. And what you see is a man, fragile, old, but glowing with peace. He speaks. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. If you're watching this, then it means the angels delivered it right. You helped me when no one else did. When I was nothing, when I looked like a beggar, when I had no shoes and no name, you gave me water. That moment saved me. And I promised myself, I'd give everything I had, everything I would ever have, to the one who showed me light in my darkest hour. He smiles. Tears run down his cheeks. But they are not sad tears, they are sacred ones. Type Amen to get blessing 171. They told me I had no family. But they were wrong. I had you. And now, everything I own is yours. Don't let the world twist you. Don't let liars steal what's yours. Stand tall. Because what I leave behind isn't just gold. It's justice. It's fire. It's the truth. And you are the only one strong enough to carry it. The screen fades. A golden feather falls across the light. And a vault chamber glows open behind him. Type Amen to get blessing 989. Inside the vault. A deed to 3 properties in Paris, Delhi, and New York. A locket containing your childhood photo. A USB containing names of enemies who tried to erase you. Yes, they're named. The people who laughed at your silence. The ones who blocked your emails. The ones who knew you deserved better, but stopped you anyway. Type Amen to get blessing 9999. But now, every gate they closed is crumbling. Their time of control is over. Your time begins today. You are not just the air. You are the storm. The one the prophets dreamed of. The miracle made flesh. Type Amen to get blessing 1110. Archangel Michael stands at your back. He hands you the ring now. It glows with a white flame that doesn't burn, but heals. Once placed on your finger, you will notice things. Screens will flicker when liars speak. Rooms will go silent when secrets are about to be exposed. Miracles will unfold when you walk in full belief. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. The millionaire left you a second gift. One that wasn't gold or property. It was a spiritual shield. Forged by angels, activated by truth. With it, you will never be lied to again. Every hidden betrayal in your life will come to light. Every fake love will fall away. Every real soul meant for you will now find you without delay. Type Amen to get blessing 252. There's a reason this blessing had to wait until now. You had to go through what you went through to become strong enough to receive it. Heaven never forgot. Your suffering was not in vain. Your silent nights were counted. Your rejections were recorded. And today is the divine reversal. Type Amen to get blessing 464. The enemies who tried to mock you are already feeling confusion. Their hands tremble when they type your name. Their hearts race when they hear your voice. Because they sense it. Something has changed. You're no longer the forgotten one. You are the one protected by flame. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. Inside the vault, the final compartment unlocks. It contains a blueprint of your next 12 months. Not just events, but alignments. The people who owe you money will contact you suddenly. The ones who abandoned you will try to return. But Michael warns, only allow back those who carry light. The rest will bring delay. Type Amen to get blessing 2727. The next 90 days are sacred. You will see signs everywhere, license plates, phone numbers, receipts. The angelic code will whisper at you. Don't ignore it. Respond with action. You've been entrusted with divine energy. And it must move. Type Amen to get blessing 3033. The millionaire's soul has now ascended. You can feel it in your heartbeat. A lightness has entered your chest. That's the burden lifting. The karma closing. The old contract burning away. This is your new beginning. Type Amen to get blessing 565. The vault is now sealed again, but inside your spirit. You carry it everywhere. It cannot be stolen, corrupted, or deleted. You are the walking will. The breathing legacy. The proof that even one act of kindness can unlock eternity. Heaven smiles at you now. Type Amen to get blessing 3737. And from this moment, things will shift. You'll receive messages you weren't expecting. Calls, opportunities, apologies, proposals. It's already moving. The energy is electric. And now, the only thing left is for you to say yes completely. Because everything is already yours. Type Amen to get blessing 0000. The moment the vault sealed itself within your spirit, the atmosphere shifted. A tremor echoed across the dimensions, and a hidden thread of fate snapped into position. It wasn't just about the inheritance, it was about the person tied to your future. As the golden light faded, a new pulse started in the spiritual world. The millionaires will had one final instruction, a sealed letter only to be opened if you accepted the inheritance. That letter glowed, pulsed, and then disintegrated into white light. And the words inside floated into the sky. Send them their other half. Type Amen to get blessing 5656. A soul tethered to yours has been waiting for release. Not in chains, but in confusion. Lost in the world, unsure of why nothing ever felt complete. But now they are awakening. Because you have accepted your path. The angels have sent out the signal. The one meant for you has received it. Type Amen to get blessing 44444. Tonight, at midnight, their journey begins toward you. It may not be through a door or a phone call, it may begin as a whisper, a dream, a flash, a feeling so intense they sit upright, knowing something has changed. This soulmate is younger than you in spirit but older in memory. They've walked lifetimes beside you. But each time, something kept you apart. Until now. Type Amen to get blessing 4848. The ring on your finger will glow faintly at 12 a.m. This is not imagination. This is the alignment moment, when two soul signatures finally pulse in sync. At that exact time, they will feel a pull. Maybe a call to go somewhere. Maybe a sudden urge to search a name. But one thing is certain, they will begin looking for you. Type Amen to get blessing 353. The angels are clearing the path. Every distraction, delay, or toxic tie in your life will begin to collapse. This is preparation. You will feel emotions rise, memories, longings, unfinished thoughts. Don't resist them. They are soul codes unlocking. They are memories you both buried in past lives. Type Amen to get blessing 3939. The millionaire left a note inside his personal journal, hidden beneath the velvet lining of the vault. The note said, "They won't walk alone anymore. Give them what I never had, a love that completes what money cannot." He knew what was missing in his life. And he wanted you to have it all. Not just fortune, but fulfillment. Not just legacy, but love. Not just riches, but reunion. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. The soulmate's name has been hidden even from heaven until this night. But tonight, the veil lifts. You may see their name somewhere random, on a license plate, on a receipt, in a dream. That's not a trick. That's a whisper. A divine breadcrumb trail pulling you to each other. Because the story is no longer waiting. Type Amen to get blessing 191. You've both suffered in silence. Both walked past each other in other timelines. Both had relationships that almost felt right, but never were. Because they weren't the one. They were the lesson. This is the reward. The bond forged before birth. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. The soulmate will carry signs. A scar on their hand. A mark behind their neck. A voice that feels like a song you forgot. When you meet them, time will stop, not in the world, but in your chest. Everything will fall quiet. Because the soul never forgets what the mind never knew. Type Amen to get blessing 4040. Their presence will activate your ring. And when the flame inside glows completely blue, you'll know the last phase of the inheritance has begun. Because the final gift isn't property. It isn't gold. It's power. Power to move timelines. Power to shift curses. Power to write new destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 303. The millionaire left something called the heart key. It was not a real key, but a spiritual code. To activate it, both you and your soulmate must look into each other's eyes and speak the truth you never told anyone. When that happens, the fire ignites. The past lives collapse into one. And all the blessings stored in delay pour into your lives in 7 waves. 1 wave per day. Type Amen to get blessing 4747. The first wave brings abundance, unexpected deposits, unlocked accounts, legal clearances. The second wave brings healing, emotional closure, mental peace, release from pain. The third wave brings divine connection, you begin seeing into people's intentions clearly. The fourth wave brings elevation, sudden favor, status growth, recognition. The fifth wave brings protection, all plots, spells, curses, and betrayals get blocked. The sixth wave brings alignment, everything starts flowing in ease. The seventh wave brings the final promise, everlasting divine love. Type Amen to get blessing 888. That's why your enemies tried so hard to block this. Because they knew if you ever met your other half, you would become unstoppable. But now, nothing can stop it. Because you obeyed. Because you opened the message. Because you said yes. Type Amen to get blessing 9494. Heaven is preparing a blessing banquet. Your name is engraved on every chair. The celebration of your union will echo in the clouds. Don't be afraid of the intensity you feel. That's not anxiety, it's your spiritual form transforming. You're becoming who you were always meant to be. And nothing can undo it now. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. You may get strange messages at midnight. Dreams that feel more real than waking. People calling you who you haven't spoken to in years. It's all part of the collapse of the old matrix. This inheritance rewrites your contract. You're no longer bound to survive. You're now destined to lead. Type Amen to get blessing 656. And beside you, your soulmate rises. Equipped with fire. Blessed with clarity. And tied to your soul by divine promise. Together, you will build. Together, you will lead. Together, you will awaken nations just by walking in truth. The kingdom is watching. Type Amen to get blessing 99999. The final gate is opening. A glowing staircase appears before your spiritual eyes. The millionaire's soul bows at its base, and smiles. He is free. Because you received it. You honored his hidden gift. And now, everything is different. Type Amen to get blessing 7070. This moment is forever burned into the record of the heavens. You answered the call. You opened what was meant for you. You will never lack again. You will never walk in confusion again. You will never chase what is already yours. Because it is here. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. The night had barely passed. You hadn't even spoken a word of your awakening out loud. And yet, someone already knew. Far away, in a place filled with dark glass and bitter silence, a whisper passed through the mouth of an old witch. She shivered, not from cold, but from recognition. Her spell, cast years ago to block your blessing, had cracked. And now the crack was becoming a chasm. Type Amen to get blessing 6666. She had once tried to twist the inheritance in her favor. Long ago, when the millionaire first wrote his will, she disguised herself as an advisor. She poisoned contracts, lied through dreams, cursed courtrooms with delay. But no matter what she did, your name wouldn't vanish. It kept coming back. Each time she erased it, the parchment would catch fire. The flames always shaped into your initials. Type Amen to get blessing 7777. Now, with the vault sealed inside you and the ring glowing with blue fire, she knows it's too late. But that won't stop her from trying one last time. She's desperate. At dawn, a letter will arrive at your doorstep. It will look plain. White envelope, no return address. But don't be fooled, it holds the residue of her final trick. Type Amen to get blessing 1911. Inside the envelope, a fake inheritance claim. It will say someone else was chosen. It will try to plant doubt. But the letter will smell strange, like old roses and ash. Because it carries a spiritual signature of deception. You will feel your stomach twist the moment you touch it. That is Michael warning you, burn it immediately. Type Amen to get blessing 515. The witch cannot reach you physically. But she can still whisper through people around you. She might use someone close, a friend, an old lover, a neighbor, to make you doubt. Watch carefully. You'll notice their tone shift. They'll suddenly tell you, maybe it's not real, or, you're imagining things. Block those voices. Immediately. Type Amen to get blessing 8383. The ring you wear now is your shield. It vibrates when lies are near. If you feel your hand warming unexpectedly, that's the flame flaring to warn you. She will try to touch your energy field. But her magic cannot pass the ring's protection. Michael sealed it with fire from the altar of truth. No lie can live near you now. Type Amen to get blessing 7575. A courier was supposed to bring you the real confirmation letter today. But the witch tried to intercept it with a mirror spell. She wanted to swap the envelopes. However, her mirror shattered this morning, spontaneously. The glass sliced her palm. And written in blood across her table were 3 words, "You cannot win." She screamed. Type Amen to get blessing 12121. The angel assigned to protect your message has already fought off 4 spiritual attacks tonight. You may have felt it in your dreams, chaotic images, crashing windows, spinning lights. That was the battlefield. And you didn't even have to fight. Because the archangels did it for you. They've guarded every corner of your home, your device, your timeline. Even the air you breathe has been filtered with light. Type Amen to get blessing 3131. Tomorrow, a second letter will arrive. This one, unlike the first, will carry divine heat. When you hold it, you'll feel a pulse, not from the paper, but from the truth it holds. Inside will be a map. Not just to the vault's physical location, but to your spiritual birthright. Places you've never been. Names you've never heard, but that feel strangely familiar. Type Amen to get blessing 2828. These are places where your ancestors once walked. Where your soul was once trained. Where your destiny began lifetimes ago. You are not just an heir, you are a bridge. The one meant to restore what was broken in your family line. You carry the redemption code. And the witch knows it. Type Amen to get blessing 4747. She will now try something else. Not magic. Not lies. But distraction. Sudden emergencies. Unusual requests. People pulling you into drama. Stay out of it all. Type Amen to get blessing 9990. Because between now and midnight tomorrow, your final activation takes place. The letter you open will release a divine frequency into your home. This frequency will cleanse everything. Every toxic energy still hiding in corners. Every leftover pain. Every psychic link you never consented to. It all dissolves. Type Amen to get blessing 313. When this happens, you may cry for no reason. You may laugh suddenly. You may feel heat, goosebumps, or tingles down your spine. That's your spiritual body syncing with heaven. That's your alignment. That's your birthright landing. Do not resist. Type Amen to get blessing 4044. The witch will watch from afar, helpless. Her last mirror spell already broken. Her final curse returned to sender. She will lose her voice for 3 days. She'll try to curse again, but the words won't form. Because heaven has officially revoked her access to your name. It is now hidden inside a divine seal. Type Amen to get blessing 909. That seal cannot be opened by force. It opens only by obedience. And you, my child, have already obeyed. Now, everything the witch tried to steal from you will come back multiplied. Everything they delayed will speed up. Everything blocked will burst open. Because you listened. Type Amen to get blessing 6060. The ring on your hand will now begin to change. The color inside will shift from blue to gold. That is the final phase, inheritance realized. You'll notice your words becoming magnetic. Your thoughts shaping reality faster. Your presence drawing blessings like lightning. This is the spiritual effect of unlocked inheritance. Type Amen to get blessing 8181. You are no longer chasing. Now, you're attracting. You are no longer confused. Now, you're aligned. The soulmate is near. The vault is sealed within. The fake letter is destroyed. The witch is silent. Type Amen to get blessing 77777. What happens next will make you weep with joy. Tomorrow, the millionaire's spiritual executor will visit in a dream. He will hand you a final scroll. On it is your new name. The name angels use when they speak of you. The name written in the book of the crowned. You'll wake up crying and glowing. Type Amen to get blessing 999.